All sorts of creatures take over. Ghosts, goblins, werewolves.
That's right. But some folks, that is, believe the most intriguing, the most famous monsters of all, we're talking about the vampires. So, do they really exist? Most folks say no. But the I-Team's Joe Collum has uncovered a community made up of self-proclaimed vampires, really, right here in our own area. Joe is here now with this exclusive report. Joe?
Well, Ernie, Bela Lugosi would be proud tonight to know there is a large and thriving vampire community right here in New York. For some, it's only fang and games. But for others, life actually revolves around being a vampire. They are creatures of the night, walking the streets of New York, seeking pleasure, fulfillment, a reason to be. Some find it in sex, some in blood, some even in coffins.
There are vampires lurking all over New York. I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll find them.
How many there are, no one seems to know for sure. But the vampire subculture in New York is real and growing. Some who participate are only role players. They enjoy dressing up, going to gothic nightclubs like Mothers in the Village, and playing the part of a vampire. Others, like Goddess Rosemary, actually consider themselves to be vampires.
It contains all the elements of everything everyone is looking for. Beauty, eternal life, salvation, blood.
Goddess Rosemary recently celebrated vampirism in a music video, which depicts her drinking the blood of another woman.
Drinking blood is really very erotic. I also think it binds people together. Drinking or exchanging of blood has been one of the greatest bonding rituals known throughout history.
Do you ever think about death?
Not really.
You know you should. You should think about it now.
At New York's Vampire Theater, gore and comedy are mixed to blood-curdling effect.
First, you must drink. You want to play the role, you should know what blood tastes like.
The play is the product of interviews with hundreds of self-proclaimed vampires by writer-producer Tony Sokol.
A lot of people come into it just because of the romanticism of, the darkness. Because, let's face it, you're a lot safer in the darkness than you are in the light. You can hide in the darkness. In the light, you can't hide.
Darkness is the place where Demonica lurks. Demonica is a fanged Satanist vampire who readily admits hunting for her prey.
I'm always looking for people that want to be taken, taken into the other side, to see what it's like to live on the other side, to enter my realm of darkness.
The mark of the vampire is its fangs, and more New Yorkers are having fangs implanted. Some, though, don't need them to make an impression.
I mean, I'll walk down the street and people will call me a vampire, regardless of whether I have fangs on or not. So I think to some degree it's, society pushes me into that. Now, vampires of lore lived long before the AIDS epidemic. It seems crazy to be sucking somebody else's blood in this day and age. Most people we spoke to who do drink blood say they're careful to do it with only one partner. Either way, we don't recommend it. Tomorrow night, more on vampires and an entrepreneur who's trying to put the bite on the vampire craze for big bucks. Ernie?
All right, we'll look for that tomorrow. Thank you, Joe. Mike Tyson proved that he is